layover, which is just enough time to get through security and whatnot, get to your next flight, and then grab something to drink or whatever, and then you jump on another 4 or 5 hours to Manila. They give you that break. You go from the West Coast to, like, say, Hong Kong, 14 hours straight. That's miserable. That's tough.
Now, this is another. I'm doing this because there's a lot of people that ask me questions. Get them in my email on Facebook about what it's like, what can they expect. When I boarded I don't know if Jim's experience is different, but I got on this airport right here. It's CHA. It's called used to be Chattanooga Municipal Airport, which is now both. It's CHA, which is pretty much Chattanooga Airport. You know, Blur? No. Anyways, another cup of coffee, please. Anyways, but when I got on there, I was really surprised. I thought I was going to get my shakedown in Chicago, right? Because Chicago is actually going from Chicago to Tokyo. You're going to get the airport shakedown. Oh no, man, it was worse here.
That doesn't surprise me.
They went through everything, and I had to make sure that. But when I got to Chicago, it was like, you know, they just checked my passport and said, okay, you're good to go. But probably because I was pre-screened here, I had to go through 4 security checks here. In this it's a small airport. It's like, that thing's maybe a little bit bigger than Dumaguete or Silliman.
Yeah, see, that's one of the hard things for me. In my work, I'm a traveling construction superintendent, so I travel all over the country. It's really hard for me to plan anything in advance because I never know for sure where I'm going to be. Like earlier, we talked about BT. I was trying to arrange a meeting several weeks ago with BT to do this same thing, do a collab video, and I got a call at the last minute that, hey, you know, I'm in Norcross, Georgia. We need you to go to Miami. We got a project down there. We need you to get the finals on. Okay, so that was, I was gonna meet BT that weekend, but instead of that, I'm driving to Miami. You know, and so you know.
Sorry, BT.
Sorry, man. I mean, you know. But, so my schedule has to stay open. So in other words, I can't plan very far out in the future because I know it's going to change. You know what I mean? I never know for sure where I'm going to be.
I'm going to tell everybody that's traveling, that's all worried and paranoid about the trip and security and all that. It's a long due process. Yes, you got to take your belt off, you got to take your shoes off and all that good stuff. But if you cooperate, you get through.
And plan ahead.
Don't bring any sharp objects.
Right. No, you know, obviously, you know, on all your carry-on, minimize your carry-on. Okay.
Exactly.
The less for them to look at, the faster you get through the line. And as far as you shoot, wear flip-flops. Okay. You see what I'm saying? They're quick, easy on. Don't wear a belt. Plan your clothes. You know, don't worry about what you look like. Be comfortable, because you're going to be on that plane for a long time. You know, wear sweats, whatever. You know what I mean? Don't wear a belt. Don't wear a bunch of jewelry, that, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you can, put as much as possible in your check baggage so that you've got very, very little to actually carry on board.
Yeah, and then when you're going through, if you're bringing a laptop, you have to take your laptop out of your...
And put it in a separate bin,
Yeah, in a separate bin, along with any other electronics.
Yeah.
Cameras and so forth. And then they run you through. But if you know that in advance, you already do it, which they got signs everywhere. If someone has to tell you to do that, they're gonna take you to the back of the line. You know where I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
The other side.
Trust me, if you're traveling on the way back to the Philippines with my wife, the double stroller all 3 kids, and they decided they were going to pull us aside and they're going to swab down the stroller and make sure that there's no residue of any kind of explosive. Seriously, you know, but yeah, they did that. So they held us up quite a while, and they searched half of our bags because, you know, we got wipies and you know, and baby food and all this sort of stuff, you know, and so they want you to take it out and tell them what it is, you know.
Anything glass like that, it actually shows up as a possible explosive device. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, like you said, you know, they minimize what you do in the carry-on. And I know if you got little kids, you can't, you know, you're kind of you're stuck. But if you can, minimize your carry-on.
Yeah, if you got one of those 3 packs of the 24-ounce Bud Lights or whatever that you decided to put in your luggage or your thing, I'm telling you,
if you're gonna do something stupid like that,
you're gonna get a lot of attention.
Oh yeah,
a lot of attention. But I mean, yeah, you can. I would suggest if you're going to take chocolate over there, you probably have a better chance of it surviving if it's put in a plastic bag that seals, but put it in your carry-on.
And I'm just the opposite, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in your check bag, because the check bag, yes, goes through X-ray, but if they want to search it, they'll go through it without you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just don't worry about it. I put as much as possible, doesn't matter what it is, put it in your check bag. Mm-hmm. Because then you don't got to worry about it. Yes, possibility is going to get squished, but trust me, when you get there, the kids are not going to care if those little miniature Snicker bars or whatever it is that you're bringing are a little squished. They ain't going to care.
Yeah, okay. That's another thing we were going to talk about. Okay, we're traveling. We're going through Chicago. We're in Tokyo Norito, which going to the Philippines from Tokyo is actually kind of a breeze.
Oh yeah, especially after that 9 or 10 hour flight from the West Coast. Now from Chicago, I'm not sure. Now when I took the wife and kids back to when they moved back to the Philippines, we did go through Chicago. We left out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Yeah, we went out of Greensboro because I was doing a project in Burlington, and so we flew out of Greensboro, flew to Chicago. Okay, had a layover there, then flew from Chicago to Seattle. Had a short layover in Seattle, flew from Seattle to Portland, Oregon. Had a 6-hour layover there, but you know, it gives us an opportunity for my mom to come up.
I have never been in less of a layover, less than 12 hours in Manila. For any way.
Oh yeah.
Any way you go.
I hate the layovers.
Any way you go, you're leaving in the morning.
You know, that 6-hour layover, that give an opportunity for my mom to come up and see the kids for for a couple hours.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. And then we went from Portland to Los Angeles. Okay. And there's a layover there. And then we went from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. Tried doing that with 3 kids. Oh yeah.
Oh, they did the Trans-Pacific route?
Yeah, on that particular
across.
one, it went from Los Angeles to Hong Kong, 14-hour flight, and then from Hong Kong to Manila, which is a couple hours. That's easy. That's the easiest leg of the whole thing.
Yeah. I noticed that Tokyo Narita, as long as you stay in, I mean, even the top Taipei, and or even Hong Kong. Hong Kong's a good one. Stay in the airport.
Oh yeah, you don't want to leave because then you have to go back to security.
Yeah, if you only got a 2-hour layover.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, well.
They have hotels. They have hotels right in the airport, connected to the airport. But if you leave, oh my God.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You're coming back, they're checking you for everything. Like, why did you have to go out on the city? What were you looking for? What kind of drugs and stuff like that? That makes you high profile. But I'm just saying that. Everybody's worried about, I'm going to go to China.
Bottom line is,
I want to go to China for a layover.
When you're planning your trip, plan ahead. Think about every step, every leg of the trip. Think about it. Like I said, dress very casually, very comfortably.